Hi guys. So, as you know, it's taken me 7 years to save up for the PlayStation 4 Pro. The last console that I brought was the PlayStation 1. I've been saving up all this time. Last month I finally got the PlayStation Pro and the PlayStation 5 come out. That's going to take me forever, another 7 years. But I'm grateful that I managed to save up for the PlayStation 4 Pro. And to be fair, everyone's running out on launch day to get the PlayStation and the Xbox and stuff like that. And there's probably going to be some upgrades because my friends that got the PlayStation 4 Pro first, they're saying that my machine's a lot quieter and it's different. So I'm grateful for that. So the last 2 years, I know, a long time, but hey, if you're dedicated, you save, right? So the last 2 years, I've been saving and I've been paying off. And I have finally today paid off and got, wait for it, a box. Hurrah! I finally afford a box. No, only joking. So, now, I've got to admit it was hard. And it's going to be hard for me to save for the PlayStation 5. Because probably by the time I get the PlayStation 5, it'll be PlayStation 6. But, or the Xbox, depending. But, I do finally get stuff. I just have to wait several years. But I do finally get it, right? Because I've got appointees and they prioritise things. And they don't prioritise gaming as a thing. Although it does help my mental health and everything. They put other things first, like food and bills and clothes. So, what can you do? I'm being looked after. I can't complain. So, and I know I have looked online for this product. And I have watched every YouTube video on this product. But it was like 4 years ago, 3 years ago. I mean, the closest one I got to an unboxing, setup and everything was, I think 8 months ago is the last something like this was made. Because then everything's gone into Xbox and PlayStation 5. So, it's been kind of hard. So I went on to the PlayStation YouTube channel, which you'll see. Now, if you don't know us, please subscribe and please put the thumb up if you like this video. I would much appreciate it, as I'm an ambassador for ESA, which is Emotional Support Dogs, that help people with post-traumatic stress disorder like I've got, Crohn's, cancer, children who have learning difficulties, autism like I've got. I have a service dog called Guardian. Come and check out our YouTube channels. Once you meet Guardian, you'll fall in love with him. If you could subscribe and put your thumbs up and support ESA dogs and service dogs in general, as I'm hoping to campaign to get service dogs to be able to be in schools and shops and workplaces for coronavirus detection, as a service dog could detect coronavirus quicker, faster, and 150 people per 1 hour. They only need 3 weeks to train because they've already got all the tools. We just need to train them to tell us when they detect that specific virus, and we need to understand when they detect it. So that's the only 2 things we really need to train. 1, for them to figure out the smell and detect what we want them to, and 2, to explain it to us. That's all you have to do. And a service dog can be brought out of homes, and you know, when some people can't cope with their dogs because they're too active, or they're just agitated, rip everything. They're the type of dogs that become service dogs. They have a purpose, a new home, new love for life, and it will support also. And as for support animals, you can get a support animal out of homes and stuff like that, and animal shelters, and they become your best friend. And without guardian, I wouldn't be here today. So they could help so many people, from post-traumatic stress disorder, for depression, schizophrenia. There's so much that they do, and there's so little we do back. So if you could just support us, put the thumbs up, press subscribe. It's free for you, and we would much appreciate it, because the more we get, the more we listen to. Anyway, back to this. So, like I said, 2 years after 7 years of saving up for my PlayStation Pro, right? And admittedly, I've only got the Wichita because that's all I could afford, but it's one of my favourite games, okay? I'm not saying that that Xbox ain't my favourite games, because I've never played Xbox, so all the games will be new. And there's backwards compatibility now and stuff. It's a bit confusing for me, but hey-ho, one day, who knows? Hey, right, so let's check this out. So, like I said, 2 years of saving, putting away, struggling, and then I finally got it. Are you ready for the reveal? Are you absolutely ready? Ta-da! Now, because I've been saving for 2 years and paying it off, I wasn't allowed to get the Black Friday deals or anything like that. They charged me nearly £400 full price. I explained things to them that I'm autistic, learning difficulties. I'm trying to save up for things to see how long it takes. Is it affordable? Stuff like that. And they just weren't having it. What can I say? I had to pay, right? So you can get these on Black Fridays for like 299 quid. But of course, if you're paying off bit by bit, you're gonna miss all the deals. That's another downside to saving. But again, I'm so grateful that, yes, I had to sacrifice a lot of stuff, like not going out, not getting takeaways, and nothing like that, eating plain food, but I got there. And for me, it's worth every penny of me, and worth every heartache and every struggle to get this, and every sacrifice. So this is what I got, right? Can you see it? The VR. Ain't it beautiful sight? I actually own one now. And I'm like, I was crying earlier. I was being like a baby, but what can I say? So I got one. I finally got one. It's beautiful colours. I can't read it. So I was going to wait for my care worker, because I only got it today, but I couldn't wait. So I opened it. So here's what's going to happen, right? So I'm going to do the unboxing, and then I'm on YouTube, on the PlayStation website, on the PlayStation YouTube channel, on how to connect it, right? Now, apparently, it's got numbers. But if you know me, you know I'm word blind and number blind as well. So I just see patterns. Like, say this, right? You probably see words, right? And stuff like that. I don't. I just see lots of different, like, white patterns on here, like lines here. I see a line there. I see a dot. You know, I see patterns. That's what I see, right? So I'm going to see if visually seeing them do it, I can set up and play a unit without being able to read the numbers, without blowing myself up, electrocuting myself, setting something on fire, breaking something of either me or the device, because it will cripple me if I do that. So I'm going to try my best to see how easy it is without being able to read and write for someone like me to set it up. Okay, so if you like this, please subscribe, press the thumbs up. I would much appreciate it. I would much appreciate your advice on what kind of VR games they are. But I love Astro, right? I think he's the most cutest bot, or she's the most cutest bot. I think it's non-sexual, to be fair, but I just love Astro. I have it bouncing, the robot bouncing on my bed all the time, and I show Guardian, and Guardian's looking like, well, where is he? He looks at the screen and he's like, okay, they're on the bed, but I can't see him. And when they're jumping on him and stuff, I'm going to do a video one day of Guardian and how he reacts when he looks on the TV and sees little Astro's running around, and then he's looking on the bed, then looking at the TV thinking, that's the bed, because that looks like that, but there's nobody here, but there is, they're all over me. He's so funny. I got this, but my brother, he goes jetting for work and that around the world, and he's been on boats, he's been in aeroplanes, he's been in water, in seas and choppy seas and everything, and never got seasick or motion sickness. However, he said he tried the first one of these and the Ovulus, and he became very sick. It took him an hour and an anti-sickness to be able to calm his stomach down. So I'm a bit worried, because I do get motion sickness, very severe. If I'm in a car and the car keeps doing this, I eventually spew up for an hour and I get sweaty and feel sick. So if I start spewing up or pass out, you'll have to forgive me. I will do the games on here and see if I can coordinate. I've talked to my doctors about me having this, and they've said that some people do, some people don't. Apparently PlayStation has gone one better and put something on the nose to help with the anti-sickness, because when you look to your nose or something, it makes you ill, so it sort of sits on you there, which helps you not be sick. I also would like to watch a movie in 3D. However, when 3D first come out, I was a kid and I was in a dome, and they shut down the lights because we all freaked. We're autistic, we learn difficulties and have like Down syndrome and stuff like that at school. So like we all freaked and started screaming, and then they put the stars on, so it looked like we were like in the universe. And then he told us to wear glasses, and they had like sharks coming out at them and stuff. And I was sitting there, and my teacher says, can you see the sharks and that? And a lot of us couldn't. We just couldn't see the 3D effects. And it wasn't because of the colour blindness or anything like that. It was the fact that we're autistic, right? And being autistic, our brains aren't it doesn't think and tick the same way as most people's brains. So when the eye contacts with the brain, it talks to the brain and feeds the brain, and the brain comes back with an answer. Ours doesn't do that. Ours gets all scrambled and confused. So when everyone was going, whoa, and oh, and we were looking, going, what they're doing, because all we saw was the sharks on the screen, but nothing came out. And when we went to watch Jaws 3D, I was 14 at the time, I ended up really sad, because no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't see the 3D. And so I had to talk to my doctors about it and say, do you think because I'm a lot older now, my brain will let me see it? And they said they just don't know. There's so much to learn about autism, learn difficulties. So they just can't give me an answer. Whether it's changed, whether I can see a little bit, whether I'm going to be sick and pass out, whether I'm just going to electrocute myself trying to put this together. But again, it was worth the sacrifice in my eyes to get one of these, because PlayStation, Xbox, all the people, regardless on what the console is, they try their best to make the best experience for us, and that's important. Do you know what I mean? So in the second video, I will be trying to set this up. I will unbox it, and from start to finish, I will set this up. If I electrocute myself, I've ordered my care worker to still put it on YouTube. If anything happens and I pass out or anything like that, for you guys to still see the outcome of this. So I'll end this now. Please support ESA, Emotional Support Animals. Please press the thumbs up, subscribe. Honestly, it won't cost you anything except for your time. And please support us in getting COVID dogs out into the streets, and hopefully we can get everyone back to work and have a sort of normal life with COVID dogs watching our backs and becoming our angels, just like Guardian's mine. Okay guys, so we see you in the second part, and I hope you all keep safe and well, and we'll see you soon. Stay safe.